So, you're staying at Disney's iconic contemporary resort, but want to know how to take your stay to the next level? Well, you're in luck. Today we're spilling our insider pro tips on how to score the best room at one of Disney's most popular resorts. Hey friends, Erika here. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're talking about Disney's iconic contemporary resort, one of the most popular resorts in all of Walt Disney World, and it's easy to see why. With its prime location right off the monorail and just a short walk from the Magic Kingdom, you'll feel like you can step straight onto Main Street. The theming, it's hands down one of our favorites across all of Walt Disney World. We've already done a full video covering the pros and cons of the contemporary, which we'll link below, but today we're diving into the pro tips on how to score the best room and maximize your stay at this legendary resort. Make sure to stick around until the end because we'll be sharing our exact room requests we submitted to Disney for our family vacation at the Contemporary Resort. You won't want to miss it. Now let's dive in. Disney's Contemporary Resort is a deluxe category resort located just steps away from the Magic Kingdom. The resort is iconic and was the first on Disney World property, with a mid-century modern, contemporary vibes and an Incredibles flair. We simply love the Incredibles-inspired theming throughout the resort. The resort is separated into 3 different buildings, including the main tower, Garden Wing, and the DVC portion in the Bay Lake Tower, all of which have the potential for views of Magic Kingdom or Bay Lake. Now, for your first major decision, choosing a room type. When you book a room at Disney's Contemporary Resort, you first need to choose whether you want to stay in the main tower or the Garden Wing. For those looking to save some money and be a little more isolated from all the action, then the Garden Wing is the right place for you. But if you're wanting those pristine views of Magic Kingdom or Bay Lake, then main tower is where you'll want to be. In general, either building will have the same room type options, including king and queen bedrooms and suites, and of course the contemporary vibes and the Incredibles theming. It really comes down to what view you want to enjoy and your budget. If you're all about Magic Kingdom and will be focused on enjoying those fireworks as much as you can during your trip, then nothing really beats the theme park view rooms in the main tower. But if you're looking to enjoy them on Main Street or looking to check out other nighttime spectaculars at other parks and won't be in your room each night, it may be better to save money and stay in a water view rooms in the main tower or in the Garden Wing. If you're having trouble deciding which room type is the right choice for you, be sure to check out our Contemporary Resort Theme Park View room tour and review videos over on our channel. We dive into more details on each of the room types. We'll put that link in the description box below as well. Okay, now that we've gotten our basics down, let's get into it. Here are our top room requests for Disney's Contemporary Resort. No matter whether you choose to stay in the Garden Wing or the theme park view rooms in the main tower, you're going to want to make sure you get the best room possible during your stay in Disney World. To help, Disney allows you to make room requests, and while they're not always guaranteed, we've found that more often than not that those amazing cast members are able to accommodate most of our requests. So, we always recommend submitting your room request, and here are our top 3 recommendations for Disney's Contemporary Resort. Now, we know this resort has some pretty amazing views, especially if you're staying in the main tower. But even if you're staying in the Garden Ring with a water view, this request can be critical if you're looking to enjoy those views of Bay Lake. If you're staying in the main tower, you'll notice that the rooms start on floor 5. Not bad, but the higher the floor, the more expansive and unobstructed your views will be. Also, the higher the floor, the further away you are from the noise of the 4th floor. Trust me friends, it's busy and noisy, so if you're looking to isolate yourself in the main tower, your only option is up. We think anything above the 8th floor is pretty good, with club level being on the 12th and 14th floor. If you're in the Garden Wing, dealer's choice here, but we always recommend staying on the upper floor to avoid the potential of noisy upstairs neighbors, unless you have kids, lots of luggage, or other mobility needs. Alright, so no matter whether you're staying on the theme park or the Bay Lake side of Main Tower, your view really doesn't change much whether you're on the north or the south side of the building. So why make this request? To get yourself further away from the noise, of course. Let's face it, this resort is busy and noisy. The 4th floor is the hub for all of the action, and where you'll find the monorail station, shopping, and of course Chef Mickey's and Contempo Cafe. These dining options open bright and early in the morning and run well into the evening. If you're looking to get away from the action and as far away from the noise as you can, then make sure to make this request. Now for my Garden Wing friends, being on the north side places you closer to the main tower, which means quicker access to the resort dining and the monorail station. Not to mention less steps to walk if you choose to walk over to the Magic Kingdom, which we always recommend if you can at this resort. Stay with me on this one. This request is really specific, but if you're staying in the main tower in a theme park view room, it may just be worth asking. Based on room layouts, if you're in an odd number room, your bed faces the Magic Kingdom. This means that you'll be able to watch Happily Ever After from your bed. No need to walk onto your balcony or leave the comfort of your AC. I mean, watching from your own balcony will be every bit as magical, but it would be pretty cool to enjoy the fireworks while laying in the comfort of your own bed after a long day in the parks. So now that you know which room requests you want to make, how do you actually make them? Fortunately, Disney makes it so easy to add your request to your resort reservation. If you're working with a Disney travel agent, they can make those requests for you. Or you can call Disney directly a few weeks before your trip and ask to add a room request for my resort booking. It's important to prioritize your top 3 requests and to provide them in order of priority. So if you're following our room requests in this video and have selected a theme park view room type, it may sound something like high floor on the north side with an odd room number. And just to double down, we like to mention that our requests are prioritized in that order when speaking to a cast member. Again, it's important to note that these requests are not guaranteed, so if Disney isn't able to get all of your requests, hopefully they can hit on the most important ones. Well friends, that's going to wrap up this Score the Best Room at Disney's Contemporary Resort video. We hope this video helps you plus up your stay at Disney's most iconic resort. If it did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. If you're looking for more info on Disney's Contemporary Resort, let us know in the comments and check out our Contemporary Resort playlist. We have full resort tours, dining reviews, pool and other resort activities, and so much more. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in our next one. Bye guys!